figure out what power cord to get.
We are live, by the way. I just went live, just so you
Oh,
know. So,
okay.
hi everyone. Hi everyone
Hi.
who's not here yet. Let me see here. What's going on with this? Where's chat? Where'd my chat just go? I just lost my
Just for
chat.
continuity. This is what we were talking about. Go
Yeah.
get him at Crypto Cloaks. They're
There
really
you go.
cool.
Oh, there we go.
More
Okay.
airflow.
All right. Let me share this out on X. Make sure everybody knows.
Is
Uh,
Bull not in today?
I haven't heard from him. He might be working. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, he said this was going to be his busiest season.
Let's see here. Quote. We are live. Post. And I'm also resharing it. Ta-da! To Army. I just put come win some hash. So, at some point somebody's gonna come in and be think we're selling drugs or something. But Killer B and Young
Oh
Wolfie, what's up,
no.
guys? So, hey, let me go ahead while we're doing our housekeeping. We're waiting for Bull to show up and explain last week. So, first of all, I appreciate everybody being flexible last week. I know I kind of canceled last minute. So just my mother-in-law lives with us. She's in very poor health, and she had to have an emergency trip to the hospital with surgery, and it kind of set my whole time schedule back all last week. Like everything got pushed back. Like my if you guys haven't noticed, like the Bitcoin mining show was pushed back an entire well, not a week, but 4 days because of that. Like everything kind of just got pushed off. So I appreciate everybody, y'all being flexible with that. It was just a crazy, like everything stacked up at once, and I was like, I can't do all this. So yeah.
Yeah,
What's
it's
up,
all good,
Angeles?
man. Family comes first.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's been a crazy couple days. She's okay. Like she's as okay as she's gonna be. So like, we're in good place right now. But yeah, just trying to get all this everything organized properly. Thanks, Wolfie, man. I appreciate that. Um, so I wish I could show you maybe I can. Let me see if I can do this without making it weird. No, I can't. I'll have to figure out how to do it. I want to be able to share chat with you and Bull so you guys can see my chat. So I'll figure out a way to do that at some point. That'll be on my list of to-dos. So next week, we got something cool coming up, you and I.
Yeah, we do.
I'm excited for it. Bobby and I get to go down to the new 6 megawatt facility at Pleb Source that is being built for Brains, their new big facility. So I am really stoked about going to see that. I went ahead and totally like nerded out. I got I'm gonna go off camera for a minute so I can get it. I got a gimbal.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
So yeah, and then I got the DJI mics to go with it. So I've got 3 of those. So I can be mic'd up, you can be mic'd up, and if we're talking to somebody, I can hand them one and they can mic up too. So excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Me, you, my wife Kylie will be there. We're going to get to go tour the facility. Bitcoin mining lifer, what's up, buddy? Hey, nobody. And that way we can hopefully, I know they're going to be doing facility tours. I don't know if they're going to let us film. Hopefully they will. If they will, fantastic. And then what I'm probably going to do is I'll film that, and then for the 2 Thursdays from now, that that Bitcoin mining show will basically just be the live. I'll just put all of our live roll from that onto there. So, it'll be like an uncut. Here was our adventures at the 6 megawatt Brains facility. So that should be
Nice.
interesting. If Marshall is there, I don't know if he will be because I think he said he's going to be. That's Marshall from Pleb Source. He said something about he's going to be, I think, in DC that week. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not speaking for him. Joel should be there. That's the one of the guys that runs Pleb Source, and I'm trying to get him on the show at some point so he can talk about his cool adventures. So we'll be able to probably touch base with him if he's not too busy hosting and doing all that stuff. I believe Christian's going to be there from Brains. So, and I saw the list for the event, and it said it was kind of like it's energy and Bitcoin people, because it's Houston, so energy is obviously a big
Yeah,
deal. So I'm curious to see like if we're going to be in the minority being Bitcoiners from Houston, or it's gonna be mostly energy people, or
it could
how it's
be.
how it's gonna play out. So I'm curious how that's gonna go. It'll be fun. Hey Hannah, how you doing? So guys, real quick, just so y'all know, we are doing a giveaway tonight. However, I am waiting on my sats to post to Brains, taking a little longer than usual. So we'll get this going here, probably like usual. I'm sure it'll probably post in the next 15-20 minutes. So, um, you know, just keep that in mind. Let's see here. All right, we got that going. We got that going. All right. So some other updates. I got a new another 3D printer on the way. We were just talking about 3D printing. So I just ordered another. I use Anycubic. That's kind of the brand that I enjoy using. So I've got an Anycubic 3 Max coming that has a 500 millimeter build plate. That's the biggest build plate I'll have. So like when I do the custom orders for people, like I do cosplay stuff for people, instead of making it in pieces and then assembling it and shipping it out to them, I can do like a full size stormtrooper helmet. Like I can print it one piece.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because right now I'm going off camera for a minute. I want to show you guys kind of the difference. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where's my stuff? Okay. I lied. I'm back. I can't find it. It's in one of my boxes to ship. I did a an Ultramarines helmet for someone for Warhammer 40K. It's a wearable helmet, and when I printed it, I had to print it in one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 pieces. So when I do that, I have to I print it. I have to glue it together, bondo it, sand it, bondo it again, sand it, paint it, clear coat it, and send it out. That's like
Wow.
it's like 30 hours of work on that, right? And Bobby knows my ADHD. 30 hours, me focusing on something for 30 hours, that's like
Yeah, that's a
Pope level
lot. I thought you
miracle.
just did 3D printing, not like all the
I do
the
all the
finishing
assembly.
touches
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, because I embellish stuff on it. But with this new thing, this new printer, since it has the bigger print bed, I can print the helmet in one piece, except for the eye lenses and the grill piece that I put a little like a vocalizer in there. So it does like the for their voice. So
Oh, cool.
other than those, the eyepieces and that, and then like if they want the LED lights to make the eyes light up, then that's a little bit. But now we're talking 15 minutes worth of work after it's printed, not 30 hours. So
Yeah, that's going to
huge
be a
quality
huge time
life.
saver for you.
Yeah, huge time saver. Um, so got that going. Let me grab one of my other little prints that I do over here. Okay, like this one, this was a test piece I did. I did another one of these. This is a, let me lean back a bit. Here, let me see if I can put it like that so the camera gets it. It's a it's a bolter pistol from Warhammer 40K for the Adeptus Sororitas. It's like a all female badass chick faction, and there's this girl, and I think she's in Spain, and she cosplays it, and I had made one of those, and she was like, "That's cool, I want one." So I printed out two of them just because I like to make sure like that I can pick the best one, the one that prints out best. And sorry, my camera's a little weird there. So I kept the other one. I just keep it on my shelf as an example. But that one printed out, that was like 12 pieces. Technically, now I can print that in one go with this new printer that's coming. So I'm excited about that.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I
Shrouds.
heard that like Nerf is really big in the 3D printing community.
Oh yeah, and that's like the Nerf airsoft guys. I got a guy that wants me to make the Picatinny rails to put on his helmet. He wants custom Picatinny
Oh,
rails.
cool.
I was like, okay, cool. Like I've seen Molly stuff and all that, but he wants Picatinny rails, and I was like, I can do that. So yeah, gonna get that going as well. But just little things like that. I'm learning more as I go. I'm not great with like the actual like using like Tinkercad and stuff, but I'm good enough. Like if I get AI to help me, I'm good enough that I can tweak it and make it look polished. So yeah.
That's
So
pretty cool. And the AIs can actually do like the STL files or whatever.
it'll give me the prompts and then I can plug that into Tinkercad, and then it'll tell me, I'll take screenshots and I'll be like, okay, here's where I'm at. And it'll be like, okay, move 15 points to the right and then do this. Okay, now do that. So it
Oh,
kind of coaches me through it. And I'm like, all right, cool. So like I'm doing it. I'm the hands for the AI, but
yeah.
it coaches me through it and it evaluates it at each step and says like, okay, this is what we need to change and all that. So,
Oh, that's really
Fa-
cool. I didn't
yeah,
know we could do that yet.
yeah. Fabrizio, what's up, man? Coming in, checking in from YouTube over there. We got 20 viewers right now. Yeah, so guys, we're still waiting on to get some more viewers on here. See if Bull's able to pop in. He might not be able to. We're getting into his busy time at work, so he might not be able to. And I am waiting on, for those of you that are just joining, I am waiting on my SAT deposit to clear through um through
Still
Brink.
not cleared yet?
Still not yet, so keeping an eye on it though. That's weird. Maybe it's because so many people are doing it now. I mean, there's a lot of people doing
Maybe.
it. So, but I
Yeah.
mean, I did it 2 hours ago, so I'm waiting for it to clear.
See what's block time looking like?
12.2 when I looked before, I think. Let me look. I had like 11.6 minutes is what I got. So,
Okay.
yeah. So it should be good. Young Wolfie says, what's your take on freezing Satoshi's coins to protect them against quantum computers because it splits opinions as Satoshi never authorized anyone to touch them, lol. So that's the hot topic today, right? That's on Twitter, on X. That's definitely been a hot topic. So I'll give you my opinion on it. Um, I think that it's a bad idea. I think that if that's a slippery slope, if we start locking down people's wallets simply because they say, oh, there's a possible future threat on this. I mean, I just don't agree with it. I mean, honestly, like if somebody loses their coins due to a quantum thing and because they've been sitting there for 15 years and not used, and who's to say that Satoshi's not monitoring his stuff and he keeps it there quietly and he's going to move it one day? Just because he hasn't touched it doesn't mean he doesn't want it. So to me, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't like the idea off the bat. I need to do some more research on it, but I think the quantum thing with that right now to say, oh, we need to lock that down. I think that's kind of stepping a little bit too much on sovereignty. What do you think, Bobby? You feel like joining in on this conversation?
Not really. I just saw it today on Twitter and it's the like BIP 3 something, right?
360
Like
something, 361.
yeah.
Wolfie, what is it? 361. He'll post it.
Yeah, so I saw someone mention something about it, but I haven't had time to look into it. I got
Okay.
swamped at work today. I had to stay after and everything.
Ugh, I know that feeling.
Yeah, one of those days. Yeah, but I will look at it and see what I feel.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Wolfie, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Like, I don't know. I need to do more research on it. But my initial gut check with it was, ugh, I don't like someone telling me that they're going to lock down my stuff. So yeah, BIP 361, he confirmed it.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the first post I saw on it was Crypto Cloak saying, "Can we just like stop touching the code for a little while?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever it is, let's just stop touching the
Stop
code."
poking it. Yeah, right. Sometimes it's best to just not poke it, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm not someone who believes in like full ossification, to be honest with you. I think that there is a time and a place for things that need to be touched. Okay, I just don't think this is it. So I just don't think this is it. I don't want to say fully ossify it simply because I can't. I am not a software engineer. I am not a security IT guy that I can predict everything that's going to come out in the future. So for me to say like fully ossify, that to me is like me, that shows kind of like that's showing my ignorance. And I don't want to do that. I know there's people much smarter than me that are into that. But at the same time, I also know that I don't like certain things touched. So no touchy.
Yeah.
Fabrizio says this debate has something to do with brains blocking some ocean templates. Um, eh, eh, not really. I think
The BIP 361 has to
yeah,
do with it?
I don't think so. I think I think they locked it down because it had something to do with It was like like 6 shares or something, right? The shares were sick, or there was some. It wasn't connecting properly, and it was getting a bad read. But I think it's fixed now, apparently, right? Wasn't it only like a 48-hour lockdown, and then it was getting fixed? I haven't looked.
Is this with like Brain's hash power? Or...
Yeah, Brains pretty much put the kibosh on sending anything to Ocean for, I think it was like 48 hours. Hey, Bring Facts,
Oh,
what's up,
okay.
buddy? Um,
Yeah. Well, we're not going to be sending to Ocean anyway because they're not a solo pool.
right, yeah, they're not a solo pool. So, and we're not going to do the, send me your IP to your datum thing. It's just, it has to go to just a solo pool that we can cut and paste in there. We don't want to lose anything. So, right. Let me see what we got here. So I am still waiting on. I'm checking diligently right now. Um, so we'll get that hash power giveaway going. But wanted to talk a little bit today. We'll go ahead and get started if you're okay with that, Bobby.
Yeah.
Wanted to talk. Oops, my node just did something funky. It just flashed. Sorry, give me a second. I want to make sure my node's okay. Why'd you do that, node?
Yeah. Your mempool just got light mode.
Just yeah, that's what it looked like. It went bright real quick for a second. I was like, whoa, what's that? Okay, so before we get into the whole like hash rental versus decentralization thing and opinions on that, I wanted to bring up some things over the past couple weeks that I've been trying out concerning hash rate rental as a miner. Okay. And I've been just experimenting with it because I thought it was cool. I thought it was a neat way to, if I've got some extra scratch around, to go ahead and, see if I can throw it at something and if I can hit something. Right. So, pull the lever on the jackpot a little bit. So I've been doing it. So Brains was the first one I ever tried with that when they announced theirs. I have had good experiences so far with it. And just so you know, we are not sponsored by, supported by, or anything by Brains. As a matter of fact, every time I've reached out to Brains for a comment or to come on the show, they've pretty much cold shouldered us. So like, but
Yeah.
still, yeah. So, and I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying like, I don't think we're even on their radar. So
Yeah,
like,
and like the I know we're going to a Brains event next week and that looks shady, but that's open to the public.
it's open to the
Anyone
public,
can go.
yeah. And it's at Pleb Source. Like I want to go down and see the Pleb Source guys. That's really my big focus with that too. I like the Pleb Source guys, so I want to go say hi to them. And if Marshall's there, I want to see what kind of weird shit he says, because that guy just spouts off and it's hilarious. So he cracks me up. He reminds me of people I was in the military with that just like have no filter. So, but yeah, so I'm excited about that. But you're right. Like we're going down because it's a public event. Right. And we're not going down as invited guests or anything. It was an open, what's it called? Meetup thing.
Yeah.
So like we just put our names on the list and we're going. Sweet Biddy McGee, how you doing? How's that new job going, Sweet? I know you got a new job recently. How's it going?
2 new jobs.
2 new jobs. Holy cow, I'm
2
behind
new
on the
jobs.
time.
Yeah.
All right, well, good for you. Good for you. Let me know how that's going. I'm interested. So Brains worked out pretty well, minus what's happening tonight, and I don't really blame Brains for that. It's just I think maybe we just got some, it's waiting for it to, confirm in the blocks. Oh, it did. It went through. Okay, we're good.
Yes.
They must
Okay.
have heard. They're like, he's talking about us. Put it through. That happened last time too. Remember, I was saying something, and like all of a sudden things happened. So, all right. So yeah, we got that. So we'll do the giveaway here in a little bit, guys. Let's see how we're doing. Hey, MMD. So look at Wolfie there. If Wolfie's greeting people and stuff, Wolfie, I'm gonna have to give you a producer role, dude, so you can be our chat moderator. Well, just so you know, Wolfie is one of the volunteer moderators on the Via BTC Telegram, and the kid does a great job. He is really good at helping people out. I have never seen a moderator in any type of crypto related chat that spends so much time trying to help people with their issues. Like he does his research and tries to get back with people. The kid's amazing. I really, really get a kick out of the stuff he does, and he gives good information. So just a shout out to Wolfie. He's a good guy.
Thanks, Wolfie.
Yeah, man. He does. He supports the miner community. Let's see. Biddy says, fantastic. Thank you. 2 new jobs selling hookah and working with plants. Hey, 2 cool things. And with certain plants, you can combine the hookah and the plants, and you can have a really good time with that. Come on over. I'll show you what I mean. But anyway, hope the cops aren't watching. So Brains went well. I enjoyed renting from them, and I will continue to rent hash power from them when I do it. It's not my main way of mining. Okay, I have my miners for mining, but I do enjoy it. There you go. Followed Sir Wolfie. Very cool. Angela says, what Brains is doing is brilliant miners without their own equipment to get the same opportunities every 10 minutes. Exactly right. And we're going to kind of talk about that a little bit tonight. And that's kind of how I see it. But so I also tried NiceHash. I've got a couple issues with NiceHash. Okay. So one of my main issues with NiceHash is they put my stuff into a holding pattern and never got back to me. And I did do everything they asked me to do. All right. But they have a very heavy KYC program, very heavy know your customer program. It's quite intrusive. And I didn't like it, but I was doing it for you guys because I wanted to show you the process. Unfortunately, it never finished. And I've even sent in requests like, hey, what's the holdup? What do I need to do? I've done everything you've asked me to. And it's put it on like a hold for me. I didn't lie. I didn't falsify. I didn't do anything. I did it just like I would anything else. And I just was never able to use their service. So NiceHash is off my list. I won't use them. So they don't want my revenue. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I tried out NiceHash, but I started their KYC and then they started asking for like bills and stuff. And
They
I'm
get
like,
deep. Yeah.
There's no reason they need this. This
don't.
level of KYC is insane.
Nope. And then when I tried to look up like, how else do they use this information? Where do they store this information? How long do they store it for? I couldn't find any answers. And I don't like that because that's all I need is that to be on a frickin', using this from Bull, a hard drive somewhere that one of their shady employees someday decides he's disenfranchised and goes and lights all the toilet paper on fire and grabs the hard drive as he walks out. And now my stuff is up on the web. That happens enough with us in real life, right? We don't need any more of that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's nothing against NiceHash. I'm sure like their insurance or whatever makes them do that level of KYC or whatever.
Just not for me.
Yeah.
I'm
just not okay with that.
Right. Totally agree. Now, the other one I tried this weekend, which had pretty much the lowest amount besides Brains. Brains had the lowest amount. With Brains, I basically just like entered in my Telegram information. I signed up for an account and I was good.
Yeah, it was easy to do with Brains.
It was pretty easy. The only step that like was kind of a pain in the ass is the Telegram stuff, but I'm used to it now. I just don't like Telegram.
Yeah, I never get on Telegram, so I was like, what? I gotta figure out what the hell my login is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish they had another option to do.
I think they will eventually. I think once this gets really rolling and they put some some effort into the infrastructure after it's out of the beta test, I think they will. They'll probably have just a built-in system for it. But
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, if you already have a Brains account, it can probably ping you right on your Brains account. So, yeah. Okay. So Hyper Hashtag said, I hated NiceHash for their KYC. A picture of me holding a paper of my Bitcoin wallet address was crazy. See, that right there bothers me.
Yeah.
That bothers me. What if that gets in the wrong hands? Yeah, I don't like that. So that's just too much. Yeah, Wolfie said not very NiceHash. So
no.
Yeah. So the other one I tried this past weekend was mining rig rentals. A lot of people say they swear by it, okay? It was easier than NiceHash, was not as easy as Brains, but I didn't like it. Okay, so basically how it works, if you've never done it with mining rig rentals, you set up your account, you set up a profile with the pools you would like to use, and then you can bid on machines, hash power, individual machines or groupings of machines by someone. They just act as a middleman. Like with Brains, you don't know where your hash is coming from. It's coming from Brains, right? It's coming from Brains. With mining rig rentals, I kind of, because I was new at it, I didn't get it. And so I just did like the quick rent. And I was like, okay, I'm going to rent 5 petahash for 10 hours. And I put it in and it showed me the prices for like 21 machines. And I was like, okay. And Cinco hit the button. And then I got 21 freaking emails. One for each machine that I had rented into. And it said, okay, your clock is ticking. Go ahead and assign the pool you want it to for through your profile. Now, I know some of you guys out there who have probably done this before are like, Cinco, you're just retarded. And that's why you couldn't do it. And that's fair. Like, I agree with you. I'm not going to say you're wrong with that. Okay. You guys know I'm dumb. But I was like, okay, so like I put it in for this the solo pool I wanted it to go to. I aimed it at Atlas, and I put it up there, and then I looked and I started getting these alerts. Everything outside of the US, of course, was having issues because I was directing it to the US pool. So I was like, okay, so I added another line in my profile of my pools that I want to use, and I put a European one. So then I had to go through manually to each one of the European machines and aim it at the European one. Now, generally, when I rent hash through Brains, I aim it toward the high diff
The high
pool.
difficulty. Yeah.
So that's what I did, and then I wasn't thinking about the fact that some of these machines that these people have are like S9s. So I'm getting alerts saying, well, you're not running at top on this. You need to go to a lower diff. So then I had to go add another frickin' pull to it and play with it. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes to get everything arranged. Then I started noticing like some of the ones that said they were in America were pinging and saying this machine is actually in Russia and is having a hard time connecting to the pool. So I was like, what the F? So it had a US flag next to it, but it was pinging out of Russia. It was all over the place. And I was like, this is too much of a hassle. I had to end up adding like 9 different pools. Then at one point, this one guy who was very nice, a guy from Germany who was one of my largest hash rate renters, renting to me, rent landlords. He went ahead and he messaged me. There's a live messaging system in there, and he was like, "Hey, I see my machines that you're renting right now are having an issue connecting to that pool. Can we try connecting to this other pool to test it so I can make sure it's not my machines?" I said, okay, no problem. So we did that. And he was like, okay, it's connecting to that. Fine. Let's try something else. What pool would you like to use? And I told him, he was like, okay, let's do it this way, blah, blah, blah. Use the medium hash rate. And I did. And it worked fine. And he ended up giving me an extra half hour on each one of the machines of hashing time as like because we had a troubleshoot. So it was good customer
It's
service on
nice
his
of it.
part. Exactly. It was good customer service on his part. But then like out of the 21 machines, 6 of them failed and didn't hash. So they had to reimburse me my sats for those. They just never hashed. Like 4 more of them under hashed by more than 20%. So than what they were advertised at. So I got a partial discount on those. So I felt it wasn't worth it. It just turned out to be a huge hassle. So for me, mining rig rentals was not an easy process. It just was not an easy process.
Yeah, and if you have to rely on the kindness and the knowledge of someone you're renting from, it's
Mm-hmm.
like if it's going to put you into a pool, how do you know which person is going to be actually able to help you?
Yeah. And then at the same time, like, what if that guy that was helping me, and I'm not saying he did because he didn't, he was actually very helpful, good guy, but what if he had been like, hey, if you aim it at this pool it'll work better, and it turns out that's like some scam pool he's got going with friends, and that's just like a whole big circular little economy that got going with this, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, just it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, and I was like, okay, I've got like, I don't know, $25 in credits worth of sats on there. So I'm just going to withdraw those and I'll dump that into Brains, and that'll be part of one of our future giveaways here. But I tested it. I didn't like it. I'll probably end up doing like a YouTube video review on it, which they probably won't like, but I mean, I'm just going to be honest about it. So, I mean, whatever. It is whatever. And again, we're not paid by Brains. We're not supported by Brains. Brains doesn't know who we are, even though I've tried to get their attention. they don't really care. That's fine. But they do have a decent service. Let's see. Higgins, Satoshi Nakamoto, Ahuka Satanism. Okay. A Mason took okay, he's posting some funny shit in there. Okay. So so we've got 31 viewers in there. I'm gonna wait till we get a couple more people in, and then we will start the hash power giveaway for this week. Bobby, have you done any recent hash power rentals? Have you done anything on Brains or anything like that?
No, I'm waiting for the next difficulty, I guess.
That's today, right? Where's my? I gotta look
Uh,
on my node.
1 day, 19 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me take a look there. Let's pull up the mempool. I am going to
Going down
blocking Bobby's face for a minute.
3.19%.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah, I got a 3.15% by my Umbral mempool. 10.3 minutes current time in 44 hours. So, okay. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, so once that hits, I'll probably be doing some more rentals.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. And interesting. So, price of Bitcoin in US dollars has been going up. Hash rate is going down. Summer's coming up. Generally, we see an uptick in summer right about now. There's a little bit of a bump. Kind of not seeing that right now, but I'm okay with it. So that's more chance for us to hit blocks, right? So, and there's
definitely
been a good run of solo people hitting blocks lately, so that's good. That's good. I have an update for. What do I have an update for? Oh, tail scale. All right, let me go ahead and update that. So last week, or 2 weeks ago, I got to talk to the guy, to Gabe over at HashWatcher app. That episode for Bitcoin Mining Show went live yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it, please go check it out. It's on Altair Tech's YouTube channel that I do that for them. And it was really cool talking with him. I kind of talked a little bit about it like right after I did it 2 weeks ago, the last show. It was cool. I've also been able to hook up like Tailscale to my, I went ahead and installed Tailscale on my Umbral node so that I can put HashWatcher app on there, and now I can access my miners when I'm not at home. That's handy.
That's really nice to do.
I ordered one of his hubs, and I'm going to give it away when it comes in. So we'll do a giveaway for that.
What is the hub actually for?
So when you have that, you don't need to like Tailscale or anything like that. You just hook it up to your internet, you plug it in and hook it up. It's like a little Raspberry Pi device in a little 3D printed case. And it acts as a, almost like a Tailscale node for you. It's a way for you to be able to connect to your miners when you're not at home.
Okay.
So, yeah. And you connect it right through the app. Yeah. So, he does a lot of stuff like, Gabe's big into like Raspberry Pi and stuff like that. Thank you, honey. He's into like Raspberry Pi and stuff like that. So like he was all about designing that stuff. Pardon me.
Okay. That's cool.
But yeah, some cool stuff there. Let's see here. Okay, we're almost ready, guys. We'll do the giveaway here. Oh, screw it. We'll start it now. Let me go ahead and let's see here. Young Wolfie said, "Hey, Tailscale, welcome to the family. I use Caddy plus Tailscale so I can access my miners. Now on any device, but I'm interested on that port thing too." Yeah. But yeah, HashWatcher does some cool stuff. I enjoy having it. My favorite thing about it is the haptics. I know that sounds corny, but I will sit there and watch TV and I will hold my phone and I will just feel it go pop, 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 as my shares are going in, as my miners are sending in shares. So I love that. And it's just my home miners. Like I don't have any of my my hosted miners on there. But my home miners all do it. So that's pretty cool. And when I fire up the S19s, that sucker, it's like an M60 going off. So it's kind of cool.
Nice.
What else? Okay, we're going to get this going. Let's see how many people we can get rolling on this. Okay. If you're looking in chat, let's see here. Type. We're going to do hash me to enter in hash giveaway. All right, there we go. It's live. Look in the chat. You got to type hashtag hashme to enter in the hash giveaway. I will be able to see it whether you're on X or we also have it on Twitch and we have it on YouTube. So go ahead and do that and I will see it. I'm going to let it run for a few minutes, give you guys a chance to go ahead and get that because I know there's a lag on some of it. There's a little bit of there you go. We got 2 people in already. Good. And guys, just so you know how I do this until I get more technical, when Bobby helps me out with that because I'm old and stupid, we'll get something that like I put up on the screen. I have an app through Streamlabs that I can do it that like just picks somebody out of the chat. I just gotta like reattach the bot and all that. I just haven't done it. So it's on my list. Okay. It's on my list. I promise. So there we go. Got that going. Okay. People are entering. We'll give it a few minutes. So just going back to kind of talking about this whole discussion that's been going on about, is renting hash power, is it mining? Is it decentralization? Is it not decentralization? Is it bad for Bitcoin mining? Is it good for Bitcoin mining? What do you think, Bobby? I want your opinion on
I
this.
think it's good. I think it opens up a new market. Um, Actually two markets. People who can't host miners, and also people who are mining, but they're not profitable. But the price that hash rate is going for is more than you'd be making with your just pool mining for sats, which I think has been pretty consistent. That's two markets that weren't available, so there's more optionality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about it. I know a lot of people on my X have been talking about the debate. It's a lot of the BIP 110 guys that are talking about how, you know, they are pointing it at their datum pool, or they're pointing it straight at Ocean and pool mining with rented hash, because they said that they're actually either at break even, or actually making a little bit on the turnaround on it with the sats they're making. But Ocean had some good luck recently. They had some real good luck. They hit a number of blocks in a row, so that definitely helped. And I think the reason why they hit a number of blocks in a row is because they've had people renting hash and pointing it at their pools, so their chances are better, right? So that's
Yeah.
obviously, it helps the churn, right? I don't know if I would personally point it at a pool.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, automatopoeia. But I'll solo mine with it. I'll definitely solo mine with it. So you know, that's, to me, it's just, you know, another way to pull the lever and see what I can hit. Bitcoin Mining Lifer says he's at 21.7 cents per kilowatt hour where he's at. Yeah, you might actually be better off renting, bud. Yeah, if you're not having miners, if you're not owning your own and having them hosted somewhere, you're probably better off renting hash power at that point. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. EDC Addiction said, I dropped $500 when they first got started. Solo mined, best I got was 27T. I will say that I have not gotten any any high diff hits. You did, right, Bobby? You got a pretty decent diff hit.
Uh, yeah, I outperformed what Atlas thought I was going to get. I'll see if I can get that.
2 minutes, guys. 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna do it. So remember, you got to do hash me to enter.
Yeah, so on Atlas they have a Discord, and the owner of Atlas is really responsive.
Matt is awesome.
So he just calculated how much hash I was renting for how long, and he said median expected best share is 153 G. I got 239.51 just like a couple hours after he said that. And then yeah, by the end of it, I hit 241.98 G. So pretty good. Definitely outperformed it. But yeah, it didn't hit a block.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what my top was. Let me take a look here. It was going over to my Atlas pool page. Where is it? Oops. Sorry, guys. Hit the wrong button. Okay, so the top I got with that was 27.96 G was the top I ever got with my mining hash rental. But with my miners overall, I mean, for my home miners, the top I've ever gotten was my first edition QX, not even a plus plus, just a original edition 2.5 terahash QX built by Kosatoshi. Kalen, I don't even think he sells them anymore. And I got 753.1 G on that. on a home miner. So,
Nice.
I mean, not bad for a little home miner, and it's still consistently one of my best difficulty hitters is that QX. So
That's awesome.
yeah, well, it sits up on my shelf behind me. You guys can't see it. It's on top of my soldering bench, and it just kind of sits up there and does its thing. And I blow the dust out of it every couple days and make sure it's okay. It's just a little old man miner sitting up there doing its thing, and it just ticks away and consistently hits decent over 500 G difficulties. So it's got some good chips in it, I guess. It's got, got good bones. Okay, we're going to do the drawing now. Let me go ahead. This will just take me a second. I got to run everything through my AI. Cut and paste. Let's see here. Okay. Pick me a winner for Hash Me. Okay, remember when we pick you, you have to you have to pick a solo pool, something we can connect to. This is not sat stacking, this is solo pool mining. Okay, you're going to get about $50 worth of hash rate. Okay, let me see here. It pulled me. It did that last time. Second.
It's biased.
Right? I think it's because I put it in more than once, so it like finds me more often. Okay. Okay. Well, this is going to seem like favoritism, but it's not. Wolfie, you won it. So there wasn't many entries, but you're the winner, and I'm fair with this.
Rigged.
Yeah, like I'm fair with it. Like if that's who it is, like I'm not gonna say like, well, I don't know him in real life. He lives thousands and thousands of miles away on a different continent, but I know him from Telegram. But Wolfie, you won. So yeah, Papito, go ahead and ask a question, buddy. Wolfie, send me DM me on X with the pool you want to point at and the your Bitcoin address that you want it aimed at, and we're gonna start getting this all set up for you.
Congrats, Wolfie.
Yep. Okay, so let's see here. We got that. Let's go over here to try your luck. Oh no, we do it in orders, don't we? We do it in orders. So, okay. He said that is unfair. That's not a question, Papito. Let's see here. Okay. Let me make sure I have this up so Wolfie can send me his stuff. All right, I'll keep an eye out for that. Wolfie, let me know once you've sent it so I can look over there. And let's see what we got. Use. You're getting about $50 US worth. Let's see what that's.
Could you share your screen with me?
Oh, I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and do that. My bad. Share screen one. Can you see?
No, I can't.
No? Oops. Oh, I guess it helps if I hit to actually do it. There we go. How's that?
Yes,
Okay.
I can see it.
There we go. Okay. So, let me recalculate. Recalculate. Okay, let's see. Oh, Papito, the question was you had to put in, as I said earlier, you might have come in after it. You had to type in #hashme, and that would have allowed you to enter. We do this every week, just so you know. Wolfie, I got your message. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Wolfie, do me a favor. Just send me a message that you double checked your wallet address. So that way I make sure I'm putting in your correct public wallet address, your receive address, before I put it in here, because I don't want you to hit and then it goes to some guy in Bolivia that doesn't even check his wallet anymore. Let's see here. We could send you to, he said, you got any recommendations? I've never solo mined. Oh, that's right. You're usually a pool miner, right, buddy? Um, let's send him the Atlas. You okay with that, Bobby? Or do you want to send him somewhere else? You want to send him the Brain Solo?
Oh, Atlas is fine. Brain Solo.
We'll
Yeah.
do Brain Solo. Since we're on Brains, we'll throw it at Brains.
Actually, have we done an Atlas since doing this?
Yeah. I the first time we went, we threw it at Atlas. Wait,
Okay.
have we? No, maybe we haven't.
I can't remember one.
We've done it at Brains.
Thrown at Brains a lot.
All right. So
Didn't we do it at like CK one time?
I think we did. Should we do it at Atlas? On the
Yeah,
high
let's
div?
do it at Atlas.
All right. Wolfie, we're going to, okay. Thanks, Wolfie. I got you that you confirmed it. Wolfie, we're going to send you to Atlas. Don't tell Grace. But we'll send you to Atlas for this one. Just because they're a smaller pool and you would make history if you actually hit. All right. So, okay, let me get this ready. I got to get my Telegram up so I can confirm it. Double check. You're going to get 15 petahash for 2.2 hours, buddy. All right. Everything's in there. Confirmed. It should pop up here in a second. I just confirmed it. There you go. Okay, so now we'll watch here in a second. We'll watch it tick up. So what we will do is we will go over here to solo.atlaspool.io. Or is it just atlaspool.io? There we go. Okay. And we'll watch the dashboard. And in a few minutes, this will start ticking up. We'll just start hitting refresh every once in a while.
Okay. You can hit the auto refresh, and then I do 2 minutes. Yeah.
There we go. Look at that. He even put a hide wallet on there for us streamers.
Yeah.
What a mensch. I'm going to have to thank Matt for that. So, yeah. So, Wolfie, you are getting, just as a you're getting 15 petahash for 2.2 hours pointed at Atlas Pool. And if you hit, you make history because you'll be the first one to hit on Atlas Pool. So, cool.
Good luck.
He said definitely not going to work tomorrow at McDonald's if he hits. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Okay, so we'll just keep an eye on that. But anyway, yeah, so honestly, and I would like to hear from you folks in the chat as well. Please let us know, like, what are your thoughts on, and this isn't going to become the midweek mining hash power talk every week. It's kind of a big topic right now, right? It's kind of a big topic. So people renting.
Yeah, it's in the general zeitgeist. It's fun to do. It helps out the community. It grows the community.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I think so. I know some people are saying, "Oh, it doesn't help with decentralization. All you're doing is, these big mining companies are pointing hash." But to me, if in this example, right? So if we're taking Brains hash power and we just paid to reroute it to Wolfie's personal wallet, and he hits solo, didn't we just decentralize a bit because it just went to a solo miner? It didn't go to a pool. It didn't go to a big company. We just got some young guy, some new guy, not new guy, but like a solo guy hit a block. Wouldn't that be, to me, like kind of helping with the whole thing?
Also, Atlas has never hit, so this is the first time that this node will ever touch the blockchain.
Right. So, and that's kind of something that's big for me too. Like, I would love to see that. I would love to see it. So yeah, I'm going to hit refresh. Okay. It's starting to tick up.
There we go.
You're starting to tick up. I'm going to send this, Wolfie, I am going to send this to you in a DM so you can pull it up on your own as well. So you've got the link to watch your hash rate. Cause after we log out off the show here in a little bit, your stuff's going to be going for a while. It goes to a ledger. Well, the good news is hopefully you get to keep it then. We'll see what happens since it's ledger. So I hope you didn't use any bad apps lately.
Yeah.
So,
hey, at least secure for 100 blocks.
Right. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water there. So Hyper Hashtag says mining is mining. I hate all this. Oh, it's only mining if XYZ are met and it's open source, this or that. Hyper Hash, I tend to agree with you on that. This topic has come up in the past. If you watch midweek mining or you watch my other stuff that I post, I'm not a huge fan of Parasite Pool. Personally, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a big fan of ordinals, but I have had people that mine, new miners that are mining because of their connection to Parasite, and they've reached out to me for help with mining, and I have gladly given that help. Right? That's not me patting myself on the back. My point with that is Bitcoin miners are Bitcoin miners, and we should stick together. So that's my real focus, is helping other people get into mining. Maybe one day they'll see it my way and they will get off of Parasite and go to a different pool. Maybe they won't, and they'll continue doing it for the life of Parasite. Either way, I don't care. We're decentralizing we're spreading mining out, and we are securing Bitcoin for the future by having more people mining. So I'm okay with it. Just because we don't all see eye to eye doesn't mean that I should shit on somebody because, we don't agree exactly what should be and should not be on the blockchain. I'm not that polarized that I would have to do that. Oh, just refreshed again. You're at 3.78 petahash, climbing up there, buddy. So again, this is like $50, guys. If you did this once a month, sorry, I'm kind of tangenting, Bobby. My ADHD's kicking in. Pills wearing off. Think about it this way. If y'all are thinking about possibly doing this and you're like, man, but $50. Okay. I could have done, just as an example, we'll go over here. I'm going to hit create. We'll do this and it might not let me do it, but let's see. Okay. We'll see if it lets me play with it. Okay. We could have done 5 petahash for almost 5 hours. Okay. So 5 hours every 10 minutes. So it's ticking 6 times. So that's 30. You're getting 30 chances to hit a block. Okay. So for $50, you would get 30 chances at 5 petahash, or you can take a lower petahash and spread that out longer to try to even that out and play the long game with it than the short game at a higher petahash. Okay. So my point with that is $50 a month. If you could afford it, if you didn't get that, we'll use the example, the Starbucks coffee, once every other day, whatever you do, or your, whatever it is that your vice is. And you put that toward that, you can be getting yourself some extra petahash. You're getting a chance to win 3.125 Bitcoin plus fees, minus a small cut going to the block propagator. In this case, Atlas, which I think is, what are they? 1%, 1.5%? I think they're 1.5%.
Yeah, I think it's a 1.5.
Mm-hmm. So, which is really not bad. That's among the lowest. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Among the lowest. And I'm on the wrong screen here. Sorry, guys. You guys want to see that? You don't want to look at my stupid stuff. So, 3.78 petahash and ticking up. And then we'll start seeing, right now his best share is 2.99.33 mil. Or M rather. But, yeah, so we'll watch that tick up. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good way to subsidize your hash. I still think people should own miners if you can. I think that is definitely something you should do. I will always own miners till the day I die. I'm telling you right now, I will own miners. I'm going to be a crotchety old man, older than I am now, and I'll have some type of miners running somewhere. So I'm excited about that. Boop, look at that straight line. Look at that. We'll call that the Wolfie candle. But
yeah, I think the way to think about it is your physical miners that are running 24/7, that's just your DCA. Like, you're probably running those on a pool. Like, even if you have them solo mining, it's just set it and forget it. Eventually it'll pay off.
Right.
Yeah. But this, it's like, hey, I got some more money, throw it at it. Hopefully I hit a block.
Why not, right? And that's kind of the way I do it. Like, I don't put... Now, so there's other people out there that will say, hey, you can take that money, though. You can DCA it. You can actually buy the sats yourself from River or Fold or wherever, Bitcoin Well, wherever you get your sats from. And then it's guaranteed there. You're not risking it for the biscuit. I think I would rather risk it for the biscuit. And this is me. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but I'm a miner. I would rather risk it for the biscuit and try to hit that block. There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, that's 3.125 subsidy plus fees. That's worth it to me. That's worth the risk. Number two, I would love to see my name up there on the blockchain on the mempool showing that it hit. You know what I mean? Like I would love to be able to say that one was mine.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So, I have not played with pointing it at my datum pool yet. I know there's ways to do it. Pardon me, excuse me. I've looked at the guide for it. I just have not played with it yet. I just know you basically gotta expose a port. Expose a port. And that way, I know I'm corny, but I'll probably try that maybe this weekend, maybe the weekend after that. I'm not going to be around. But yeah, I'll probably try it at some point just to see how it works. But what happened there? Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do it as secure as possible, I'd say do it on a VPS. I know you've already said that you've used VPSs before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's something you and I might have to talk about. Might definitely want to try that because I would like to see how that works. Cause if I can point it at my own and then I've got to see, I guess Brains will allow it because people are talking about it that they're doing it now. So,
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think giving more people a chance to, this is mining adjacent, right? Are you mining? Technically you are. I mean, you paid for it. It's your hash for, this is for the next 2.2 hours, a little less now. This 15 petahash is Wolfie's, right? So if he hits, he mined it. So I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah. And on the topic of like pointing it at your own datum, Matthew Cratter just released a video on how to do that. He doesn't go through setting up of the VPS. He actually uses one of his friends.
Mm-hmm.
But setting up the VPS is pretty easy. You can do that.
Okay.
There's tons of videos on there on like doing it on Ubuntu. But
Okay.
yeah, like I don't love Matthew Cratter. His intro is really annoying to me, and I don't agree with him on the BIP 110 stuff. I think he's a bit fear-mongery. But yeah, he made a good guide. Go watch it.
Yeah, some of his stuff is good. Yeah, I don't agree with him all the time, but some of his stuff is good stuff. I will just do. Here you go.
You just like him for his
Here,
intro, don't you?
I'm cosplaying Matthew Cratter right now.
Now you got to put it in dark mode.
Oh yeah, you're right. I just pulled it straight up. But yeah, there I'm cosplaying. There we go. I'm just poking fun. He does put out some good information sometimes, but you're right. Sometimes I feel like he needs to back off a little bit.
Yeah. When it makes good guides, it's genuinely good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't have any ill will to him.
Same here. Same here. Don't have any ill will. And I do watch when he puts out his episodes because I do learn things. And sometimes it's not me agreeing with him. It's me disagreeing with him. And then that just reinforces my own beliefs and things, which I still think is good because I don't like echo chambers. So, when somebody can challenge my thought process on things, that's not always a good thing. Sometimes it's a little annoying, but at the end of the day, if it reinforces my beliefs, then I'm good. So,
yeah, 100%.
Let me put this in chat real quick. I'm going to ask in chat, have you ever rented HASHPOWER? And if yes, where? So I want to see what people say on that. So that's the question in chat right now, guys. Have you ever rented HASHPOWER? And if yes, where? Let's see here. So that's climbing. That's good. And yeah, we're going to continue doing the HASHPOWER giveaways on midweek mining. I know we said before I'm hoping we can get a couple people like if there's businesses out there that would like to want us to plug their business and want to donate toward the HASHPOWER rental, we'll plug you on the show. So just reach out to me, DM Bobby, let us know, and we will we'll go ahead and set it up. We'll make sure we give you a shout out, post your link and stuff here on the show. So that way, we spread it, preferably businesses that are Bitcoin friendly. I don't know why anybody would do it that's not Bitcoin friendly. So, but yeah. Yeah, that's that.
Supposed to be 15 petahash, right?
Yeah, I think that's, let me see here. I think that's what we got it at, right? 15. Yeah. So he's currently, it's saying it's currently at like what, 14.67. We just got to wait for it as it updates, but unless Matt at Atlas Pool's stealing hash rate over there. I kid. He's actually good about calling people out about stuff. So he's Actually, kind of
Yeah.
been calling somebody out lately. If you follow atlaspool.io, if you follow them on X, he's been calling out a mining pool, a European mining pool that is putting out bad information to people, which is shady. So I'm
Saw
glad he's calling
that.
them out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if you call him out on here, he'll actually post the receipts of everything, show you no.
Yep. That engineer mindset, right? He kind of is like, look, I can show you. It's proof of work. There's no other way to put it. It's proof of
Yeah.
work. Yep. Um,
Yeah, calling out people, I'm generally like, whatever. But when he posts the facts, it's like,
mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
you gotta agree with
Exactly.
him.
It's not opinion. He's posting the receipts. He's saying this is what I found. This is what you're saying, and this is what it really is. So I appreciate that. Let's see here. Hyper hashtag says all three platforms and even have some of my rigs on mining rig rentals for rent. Hey, that's cool. Hyper hash. That being
Nice.
said, is it worth it for you? Do you feel that you actually, is your break even worth it, that you're actually making money by renting it out when you're not, if like you just solo mine, so when your rigs are not accessed by a customer, is it exceeding your power costs and all that, so it makes it worth it? I'm curious about that, so let us know. Wolfie says, I haven't rented HASHPOWER. Maybe one day I will, but I would rather own my own machines. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
That's definitely my primary. I'd rather own my own machines. Bitcoin mining lifer says not yet, but we'll probably be doing a little on brains. Okay. And says want to follow up to that was want to accept, let's see. I want to accept BTC at my shop, but this state is very tough on it. Okay. Yeah. I understand that. Okay.
Oh, speaking of that, Cinco, have you gone into any shops that have the, what is it, Cash App or no, Square, where they accept Bitcoin?
I don't get to leave the house much. I work from home
Right
and
after I asked that, I was like, oh, you probably haven't for the same reason I
I'm
haven't.
of quite a homebody. Now, I will say this: I
Yeah.
have to go down to Corpus Christi. Not this week, but the following week, I have to go down to Corpus Christi. So while I'm down there, I do intend on using uh the app to find local businesses, to try to find if there's local business that is down there that accept Bitcoin. And I will go in, and if there's something I can do to do a Bitcoin purchase for no other reason than to do it, because I've never gone into a business and done it. So I will go in and try to do it. So I'll give you an update
Yeah.
here in 2 weeks on that. Have you been able
Cool.
to do it? Have you found anything?
No, I haven't. I
Okay.
I went on the Cash App and like found the Bitcoin business, but they didn't even take Bitcoin. So I was like,
Huh.
what the hell?
Yeah. I have a buddy here in Houston. He and I used to be business partners. He actually, the business he and I ran together, when I left it, he took it over and he runs it. And it's a dog boarding, training, uh grooming. They sell great dog food, like high end dog food. Like everything for dogs, because obviously Cinco Doggos, right? Like that, dogs have been my life for a long time. But I got him onboarded to accept Bitcoin, but I have him through my BTC Pay server, and I
Oh,
need to, yeah.
nice.
So I just run a secondary server for him, like I just host like a sub server for him to use it. I think he's had about 3 or 4 transactions. He doesn't really understand it too well. So he doesn't push it. We got the sticker on the door. He's had a couple people come in and ask about it. But I think what probably I need to do is I need to just get him on the Cash App thing, and that would be better for him, for his
Yeah.
clientele.
Yeah, I think the onboarding they made pretty easy.
Oh, you just jumped up to 1.25 G best share, Wolfie. So yay.
Nice.
So, um, but yeah, I have not actually done it. So okay, yeah. So it looks like some people. We've got Hyper Hash Tech that says not only does he he has rented hash, but he also rents his miners out. I didn't really look into it too much on mining rig rentals about renting mine out. But I don't know. I guess I should do it for nothing more than for science and check it out and see if it would even be worth it. I'll have to plug in what I would earn and what my electricity rate is and everything into my AI and ask it if it would be worth it. So,
Yeah, that'd be interesting to look into.
mm-hmm. Bitcoin
I'm
mining.
guessing you
I'm
have
sorry.
to have a machine that runs brains, and I don't have any machines that run brains.
I've got all but one of my 19s have brains on it. And that 19 just kind of sits here. That might end up at your house someday, Bobby, because I don't do anything with it. It just sits here. So you might be able to get that in Urlocker it or something.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Right? Or bring it to work and put it in the corner and be like, guys, don't pay attention to this jet engine over here.
Yeah, it's my white noise heater. Yeah,
Right?
that's what it is.
Yeah. It's good for the other equipment in here, guys. So
Yeah.
it spits out vitamins and stuff. Bitcoin mining lifer says, I'll accept it for auto repairs in my shop, but have to just use Lightning Wallet. Okay. But hey man, that counts. That does count. So,
Yeah.
you're still accepting Bitcoin. I do with my 3D print on demand stuff. I do a 10% discount if you use Bitcoin. Basically, if like you find me through like Etsy or something, I'm like, okay, there's a little note in there that says like, oh, 38.38 G, you just went up again.
Nice.
There it goes, Bobby. Do you see it float away out of my head again? I put a little note on my thing that says basically like, if you'd like to buy something off here and you'd like to pay in Bitcoin, contact me directly and we'll work it out on the side. And then I just send them an invoice through my BTC Pay server and I give them a 10% discount. And then for some of the other services I do, some Bitcoin mining related services that I do that I don't really advertise much. It's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I don't advertise it much. That's a 21% discount if they pay in Satoshis. So
nice.
yeah.
It's a hefty discount.
Well, and that's the thing is with that, because we're miners and I'm working with other miners on stuff, I feel like I should be, helping. And I mean, I'm getting sats for it. So it's like that to me, that's just, it's like, at that point I'm on the phone with people. So I'm phone mining. So, I'm just phone mining my Bitcoin. Hey, Gordy. I don't think you guys can see him. Come here, bud. Come here. Can you guys? Come here, bud.
We get a doggo.
It's the Gordy. It is actually like my. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn my background off real quick. Hold on, guys. Oops. That's not the button I wanted. No. Stop it, Zoom. Settings. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make it so you can see. Gordy, where'd you go? Come here. This is the actual, this is where my mascot comes from. Virtual backgrounds. Let me turn this off for a minute. None. Come here, Gord. Come here. People want to see you.
Oh.
Right. That's my boy. That's my Gordy. And that's Bogey.
Nice.
That's Bogey. That's his little brother. But this is Gordy. This is the one that you guys see all my stuff that I do. That's who it is. He is the smartest, bestest. So let me go back to that. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to put Gordy on the screen there for a minute. He's my boy. So Gordy's got a cool little story. If you don't mind me, oh man, we're over on time. Are you good, Bobby, or do you need to go?
Yeah, I'm good for a couple more minutes.
Okay, quick story about Gordy. So, while I was running the dog place, we got this guy came in and said, "Look," he said, "I live in a 1-bedroom studio apartment. I found this dog during the hurricane." He said, "I found this dog during the hurricane. He was wandering the streets, and he had no tags. We had him checked for a chip. He had no chip." This beautiful husky. He's like, and I brought him in with me, and he's like, I love him to death. He's a good dog, but I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment and it's just not working out for him. He felt bad. He loves Gordy, and he named him DOG. Like that was his name, dog, DOG. He thought it was funny. I thought it was corny, but whatever. So, we brought him in and I was like, look, I've got 5 dogs at home. I can't take in another dog, but we'll train him and we will find him a home because I love huskies. Huskies are my thing. And I wasn't about to let a husky go to to the animal control or to a rescue. So we kept him up at our shop and he lived with us. We had him trained. My good friend, Oscar, who's was my head dog trainer, who now owns the business. Oscar trained him perfectly. Obedience trained this dog. And then my nephew, who's special forces in the Air Force, was like, hey, I want a dog. And I was like, I got a dog for you. And my nephew was a college hockey player, and we're a big hockey family. We love hockey. So I named him Gordy after Gordie Howe, the Hall of Fame hockey player. That's where he's.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. So he's named after Gordie Howe. So, so I brought him down to my nephew down in San Antonio. He lived with my nephew for like 6 months. We've got all these cool videos of Gordy actually going on runs with the Maroon Berets. Like when they would go running in the morning, Gordy would be with them. Like he was there on base with them. It was really cool, right? So then my nephew found out his wife was pregnant, and they were like, "Look, Husky's got." The doctor was like, "Look, Husky's got a lot of hair. We're already worried about allergies with things. They were getting ready to move to a new base, and it became a little tough." He's like, "I don't know if we can keep Gordy," and I was like, I don't know if we can rehome him. I don't want to do that to him. So we brought him back up with us, went down and picked him up from San Antonio. And my daughter was still at home at this point. She hadn't left for college in Colorado yet. And we had another Husky at the time named Keiko. And we were like, that's 6 dogs. So we kept Gordy up at the shop, but he had like all these dog friends to play with, and he got to go outside every day we had a big 1 acre area for doggy daycare, a monitored doggy daycare. So he was having a blast, right? So what eventually happened was I was like, we got to find him a home. We got to find him a home. My daughter kept bringing him home at night after work, because my daughter worked after school. She would go to work at our shop, and she was bringing him home at night because she didn't want him to be there by himself. Well, he wasn't by himself, but you know what I mean, like locked up in a kennel. So he started coming home, and eventually my daughter leaves for college, and I turn around and look, and this damn dog's living in my house. We never found him another home, and he's been here ever since. And he's a good dog. Like I'll never get rid of him. You know what I mean? He's a good dog. We're probably his 4th owner, to be honest. Like the way we think about it, what he's been through, we would never rehome him again. It would kill him. It would break him. But not that I would want to. But he's gorgeous. He's a beautiful red husky, right? He knows I'm talking about him. He loves his bling. When you give him a collar, he won't let you take it off. Like that's his collar, man. Like he loves it. That's his bling. So anyway, sorry, I'm kind of going off on a tangent there. I apologize for that. But yeah, that's the Gordy story. And yeah, so he became, and it's weird. We always tend to have 5 dogs. Like Keiko passed away Thanksgiving 4 years ago. And that's when Gordy kind of started living with us right around that time. We always tend to be right at 5 dogs. If one of our older dogs passes away, for some reason, another dog shows up at our house. Literally, our dog, my wife's dog, passed away, and 3 months later, Dougie showed up. Now, Dougie's also named after a hockey player. He's named after the defenseman Dougie Hamilton from the New Jersey Devils, but his full name, we call him Dougie Ham and Cheese. But anyway, we name our dogs after hockey players. So every time one of our dogs gets old and passes away, another one just shows up on our porch. Like it's weird. So we always have 5 doggos. But story of my name. Not that anybody gave a crap, but all right, plugging away at 14 hash. Bobby, if you need to go, man, go ahead. I'm going to keep this going for about another 20 minutes. I'm going to keep the stream going. I just want to see how Wolfie's stuff does, so I'll just sit here and chatter at people. But if you got to go, man, you can. I know you had a long day at work.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, have fun. I hope you win. Yeah. Hope you get a block.
Right on. All right, Bobby. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Bye, everyone.
Right. So I'm going to stick around, guys. Bobby's calling it. So I'm going to go ahead and let me see here. The screen, I might go away for a second, but that's okay. Let me see here. I'm going to stop sharing. Stop sharing. There we go. And we're going to change this over. So it's my desktop again. My camera might blank out for a second. Okay. That's no big deal. There we go. You got that. Now let me go ahead and I'll bring my camera back up. So, Bobby's a great guy. And I think Bull had to work tonight, guys. It's getting to be his busy season. So let me bring my camera back up, but really glad we've got this thing going with hashing. I think it's definitely going to be a thing that people should look into more. And I hope that it becomes more of a thing. Let me see here. eNeat Smart Cam. That's what I need. There we go. Close. You guys don't need to see all that. Let me fix that. Doing some live editing right on the screen there. And we'll shrink that down so I'm not all up in your biz. There you go. You can kind of see my workshop. Now you're going to see the dogs walk around the background too, because I don't have my background up. But I'm in my little workshop right now. So my 3D printers are back there burring away. But yeah, it's still hitting, man. Wolfie, you're doing good over here, buddy. So next week, next Wednesday, we will do another hash giveaway. So make sure you guys are here for that. All right. Make sure you guys are. What's it doing? There we go. Okay. Make sure you guys come out for that because we'll be doing it again. Hey, Gord, what's the matter, buddy? Gordy's telling me, he's like, it's time to get off this thing, Dad. You've been on your computer all day. Mr. Daizo, thank you for following on Twitch, man. I appreciate that. And GTGHYR, thank you for following as well. Appreciate that. So yeah, next week we'll be doing another another hash power giveaway. So make sure you're here for that. The following week, okay, so 2 Wednesdays from now, there will be no midweek mining. All right, I will be, unless Bobby and Bull decide to run it, I'm going to be out of town. So I've got something I've got to go do, so I won't be around. So just please be aware of that. But next week we will be on. We'll do it again. Wolfie says, I better not win again or they will say it's rigged. Generally, what I do is, just so you know, Wolfie, is like, if you pop up again next week, I'll probably just time out your name for that. Like if somebody were to win consecutive weeks, which that would be rare, I might just pull another name, just so you know. And then like, it would have to be like every other, you know what I mean? Like I would just want to give other people a chance so people don't think we're screwing the system, but I hope you would understand if we did that. But Mr. Daizo says, hi, what is hash? So hash power is for Bitcoin mining. It is the power that does the math computations to try to win Bitcoin blocks to make money. Mr. Daizo, if you go to there's a lot of resources, but if you go to cincodoggos.tech, it's not fully built yet, but I do have some guides on there that explains what hash power is, as well as some other basics. There's a section on there that says fundamentals. If you click that, there's about 4 or 5 guides I have there on Bitcoin mining fundamentals. Some good, I think it's good information. I made it, so I hope you guys like it. But I am building that website out. It is nowhere near finished. The affiliates links are not working yet. The recommended links are not working yet. The calendar's not working yet. It's a side project. It's taken me time, but it is there. So, and I did make sure I put the basics of Bitcoin mining up, so that way, you know, I can point people towards that. But yeah, so basically what we do on here, Daizo, is every Wednesday we talk about Bitcoin mining. We give our opinions on stuff involving Bitcoin mining, the news, the goods and the bads, and then we give away hash power, rented hash power, so that people have a chance to hit that block. That block is worth 3.125 Bitcoin plus the fees. If you don't know what that means, I'd recommend you go to my site and check it out. I'm not going to go through the whole thing of the basics of that right now, but just suffice it to say, currently one Bitcoin is worth $74,567 US dollars, and you would win 3.125 of those. So it's over 200 grand if you were to hit a block. So we spend $50. We give you that power. If you win, you just won $200,000, over $200,000. So, and if you win, you better buy me a steak dinner. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So we are ticking away, looking good. I'm waiting to see. I want to see you hit another best share before I call it a night. I'm going to go for another 11 minutes at 8:30 Central US time. I'm going to call the stream. We'll be done. But, if there's other topics that you guys would like to see us talk about involving Bitcoin mining, please bring it up. Put it in the chat. Shoot me a DM. Post it on my wall. Do whatever you got to do. Send me an email, cincodoggosfarm@gmail.com. You know, hit me up. Let me know. We love topic ideas. Okay. Wolfie says, if I win, I'm definitely coming to the USA to visit you. Dude, if you came down here, if you hit a block and you came to visit me, I'd take you out for the best brisket barbecue you've ever had. So that would definitely be a thing. You get the full Texas hospitality. But yeah, hit me up. Let me know. We love to make people miners. Okay. I don't get any benefit out of this financially. Okay. I am not monetized through any of, through YouTube, I am not monetized through X. I am not monetized through Twitch anymore. I used to be when I did gamer stuff, when I used to do EVE Online stuff, I was monetized, but I haven't done that in a long time, so I lost my monetization. But basically, I do this because of the love of Bitcoin mining is why I do it. So we make nothing financially off of this. So we're not shilling anything. We are not selling anything. It is a straight up free giveaway with no strings attached. Okay. So like I joke around and say, you got to buy me a steak dinner. That would be nice, but it's not required. But yeah, Wolfie said he'll hold me to that, man. I would take you out. Ever since, for you guys that are on X, if you've noticed that, like, since they did the auto translation thing, where, you know, other countries, other languages are to now auto translate and show up on your wall for interested topics that may interest you from the algorithm. A lot of the Japanese have been showing up on US Twitter accounts. It's been great because these folks over in Japan are constantly asking questions about, like, they love, like, American like barbecue and, you know, gun culture and things like that, and they talk about it. It's actually been really cool for Bitcoin as well, because I've been connecting with a lot of people from around the world that normally we wouldn't talk because of language barriers, and now with that auto translation, we're finding each other. So that's kind of neat, right? I mean, it's neat. The world gets smaller, and I love that. But my point of that, Wolfie, was some guy had said he's like, hey, I'm coming to Houston. What are some good places to visit? So of course people were from Japan, and people were giving them all, you know, like, good restaurants, where to go to the zoo, go do this, and you know, a few of us had said, like, you know, hit us up, man. We'll take you out for a really good barbecue dinner. We'll show you the good places and we'll go there. And you know, the guy actually DM'd and was like, you know, I'll be there in June. I would love to meet up and, you know, talk about Bitcoin and go out for barbecue with you. So I'm going to meet this guy that's coming over from Japan that I don't know from anybody. And we're going to talk barbecue. We're going to talk barbecue and Bitcoin. So that's going to be fun. So I love that. I love that. Again, I don't do this because I'm trying to get monetized. I'm not trying to be a famous YouTuber. I'll never be a famous YouTuber or anything like that. I do this because I like chatting with you guys. Wolfie says, yeah, the new auto translate thing is surprisingly good for use of Grok. Yep. I also noticed this. So I've been playing around with the videos in, I use Grok to make little, like, AI videos, like little cartoon videos. I use Grok. I've been using OpenArt. We're experimenting with that through my side gig with via BTC. That uses, I think it's called, like, Kling 3.0 or something like that. I forget exactly what it uses, which one of the video generators it uses, but anyway, it uses that. And then I've used used Chat GPT, where it gives me a prompt and then I put it into, like, Canva or something like that. Surprisingly lately, you know, Grok used to be the one that I'd be like, it's not great. Lately, my favorite videos that I've been having made are through Grok. I'm actually kind of impressed. They've been the newest Grok has been kind of scaling it up, and I get a kick out of it. So I've been making some cool little videos of, like, mining devices, like with, like, binary code flowing into it, and then, you know, like, Bitcoin shooting out the other side of it, just corny little stuff like that. So yeah. Wolfie said, which I thought would be impossible considering how Grok is. Exactly. Like, Grok's always been kind of like the retarded brother in the room. And lately, though, it's been good. I've been enjoying using it. So now for, like, deep dives and stuff, I won't use Grok. But for, you know, videos, I have been. As long as it's a short video, like 7 seconds or under. Okay. So we're going to be wrapping up here in a few minutes. You're still ticking away, Wolfie. Looks good. Really hope you hit, man. If you hit, I'm going to be so happy. Whenever we do these giveaways, if somebody hits, we'll be super happy. Let's see where you're at. So you're at 15 petahash. So now I'm just curious what you're doing for the pool. So the current pool, I just want to show you guys this. The pool average for Wolfie, you're going to get a kick out of this. You should take a screenshot of this, bro. When you get time, go to atlaspool.io and screenshot that the current pool hash rate is 25.23 petahash. You're 15 of that. You are 15 of that. You can see, like look there where it's spiked there, dude. You are the majority of that hash rate right now. Okay, so just please be aware of that. So look, it's even saying here, like, look, current, you're on the leaderboard, bro. Boom, you're on the leaderboard there, and GVHD, yeah, that's you right there. So kind of cool, man. And then look, there's you right there, right? Brains OS. So just kind of cool, man. Kind of neat. Let's go back to where we were now. Anyway, I think that's neat. So right on. Right on. You are the majority. You can now say that you were the majority of a pool's hash rate at one point, of their global hash rate. So, yeah. So, like I said, if you guys have ideas for topics you'd like us to talk about, let me know. I am going to be doing an episode here in a few weeks on. We're just going to go ahead. I'll aim my camera at my workshop bench behind me, which is back there. Okay, I'll position my camera properly, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take apart an S9, and I'll show you what the guts of an S9 look like, because that's pretty much standard with like any Bitmain. It's just bigger scales as you go up. But I'll take apart an S9 so you guys can see what the guts look like. We'll go over that. I'll show you how I clean my miners. We'll kind of use the S9 as like the dissection frog to do that. So we'll take it apart. Let's see here. Hyper hashtag says, I'm the guy ending in YPP on the leaderboards. Let me go back and look at that. Now I want to see it. Oh, there you are. I see you, buddy. Right on. There you go. Way to go, bro. That is awesome. That is awesome. I am not on the leaderboards for Atlas currently. I have most of my stuff going through right now going through a different solo pool. So I'm experimenting with things. That's why I'm experimenting with different pools. So go ahead and refresh that. So it looks like you're averaging about 14 and a half petahash. So that's pretty close to the 15, right? So, and yeah, man, you got some good stats going on there. I'm happy to see that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, let us know what you guys want to talk about. Like I said, we'll take apart an S9. I might even go ahead and grab one of my bit axes. I have a bit axe Supra that I smoked. I hooked it up to the improper power supply when I was moving things to the workshop, and I cooked it, like smoke and fire shot out of it. It was an accident, and it sucked because it was my I'm going to grab it real quick so I can show you guys. It's from Ixtech. It was one of my favorites. It's my my white paper edition. It actually has like a metal white paper that goes behind it, like a laser etched board that goes behind it. And I freaking smoked it, man. Because I'm a dumbass. I plugged it in with the wrong power supply, and it just went, phew, and I heard it, and I was like, oh no, I did not. I put the wrong plug in, so I killed it. But I got to get a new one. I got to talk to the guys at Ixtech and see if they've got any in hiding somewhere. Because I like their new ones. The new ones are cool, like with the clear. I think they're like an acrylic white paper behind it. I want to see if they've got one of the old white paper ones, because that's what I like. I'm never gonna throw this out. Like, I'll put it on the shelf. So yeah, the VRM cooked, and when it cooked, it scorched the board. So like it did some damage to it. And I know there's probably a way that might be able to be fixed and replaced. I'm not the guy that can do that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to the guys at Ixtech and ask if I could send it to them and see what they can do with it. But yeah, it sucked that I did that. It's my favorite little miner. It only mined at like half a tera, but I mean, I didn't care because it was good. And it always got high difficulties. So it was a solid little miner, and I was just stupid. I wasn't paying attention. And I plugged the thing in, and it just, I was like, damn it. So, life of a miner, right? Life of a miner. But, okay, we got 1 minute left. I'm going to let this update. Once it updates one more time, because it's on a 2-minute timer, it's a minute and a half. It's going to auto refresh. We'll take a look at it one more time. Appreciate you guys supporting us. Please make sure here's the obligatory like, follow, subscribe. If you can, please follow me at Cinco Doggos on X. On YouTube, I'm at Cinco Doggos Mining. And on Twitch, if you happen to use Twitch, I'm at Cinco Doggos. If you follow us on X, that's where you're going to see the most updates. I also tend to do more giveaways on X, just because I have more people that follow me there. So I'll give away miners occasionally as well. All throughout 2025, I gave away miners almost every month. We gave away 14 miners last year. I say we, it's my wife and I, it's not like there's the royal we, but we gave away 14 miners and most of them were bit axes. This year, I'm going to be giving away some Nano 3S's at some point. So make sure you're following me there. Yeah, poor Wolfie. He said it's 4:30 in the morning there. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. So 30 seconds. It's going to do the refresh. We'll take a look. We'll see what happens. Let's hope for a higher difficulty there. But Wolfie, if you hit, man, I expect to look online tomorrow and see you posting that you hit. So, but congratulations on your win. And remember, guys, for those of you who did not win tonight, there's always a chance next week. For those of you asking, like Papito and other folks that are new to the channel, please just keep an eye out. We do all kinds of stuff. Every Wednesday, we do these hash giveaways. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay. So it didn't go up, but you're still hashing away. It says the hash went down a little bit, but it'll even out. So, but we'll go ahead and leave it at that. I thank you guys for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. Keep mining. Remember, if you have questions about mining, hit me up. I'm happy to help as much as I can. If I can't answer your question, I will find someone who can. Okay. I will try to connect you with somebody who can. But yeah, y'all are awesome. Keep mining and, I'll see you guys next week. All right. This is Cinco signing off. Good night, everybody.